Hey there folks, I am Dragon X, and just picking up the end of a game of a friend of mine. This white mage Viger is being played by AdderBearic, and presently Zxellar is on some character or another that rhymes with dead. Won't be rezzed until 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But so my buddies are on the purple team, and they've got all their towers at mid. They're missing their 2 front towers on the outside lanes, and the 2nd tower on their top. Oh, and the 3rd tower on their top. But the blue team. Up. Bye bye, AdderBearic. So sorry. Blue team's lost everything in their middle, and they had recently respawned their inhibitor on the bottom, so everything on the bottom, and AdderBearic obviously was going for this tower that only had 21 hit points left. So let's take a look at who else is here. The rest of the purple team is Quinterror on the Annie, who just bit it to the Jax. There is Zaxivi on the Tryndamere, who's going to ultimate here in just a second, but still get killed by the other other Tryndamere. Oh, by the Jax. Then there's lusifersx on the Timo. And oh, there went the inhibitor again, due to the creep, no doubt. Or maybe Zxellar. Yeah, Zxellar was out there helping push. Let's see what the blue team has for us. Priptmus is on the Ash. PutridCorpse is on the Tryndamere. Big Eyes Chicken is on the Jax. Munsk 0519 is on the Tarek. But is apparently a lever or DC. And JohnnDou is on Vladimir, and some nutcases are just pinging like crazy over here. So there's 2 Tryndameres, one on each team. Is quite confusing. Oh, there's my buds right there, AdderBearic and Zxellar. It looks like Timo just picked up the dragon all by him lonesome, because everybody wound up with 190 gold. Now the purple team is behind in kills, but is ahead in tower kills, and they are also a little bit ahead. Say goodbye to the Ash there. The 2 teams are also a little bit ahead in the gold. The purple team is. So they must have come on strong late, or maybe they had gotten every single dragon. And JohnnDou runs for the pool, and the Jax bites it. It just doesn't make it. Let's see. It's really crazy when 2 ulting Tryndameres are just pounding on each other, but that wound up for a double kill for PutridCorpse. Still having some strong pressure here, and I don't know which one of these. The final 20 hit points it finally lost for the top turret. So only the 2 Nexus turrets are existing now for the blue team, and they're mopping up the creep, get the creep out of the base. Let's take a look at item builds here. We got Ash doing criticals, and we got Tryndamere here doing, well, also criticals. He is a completely full build too. He's also top of the keep on creep score with 242 now. The Jax, he's building damage. Looks like he's hybrid everything. He's got the Rage Blade, the Trinity Force, and he's going, appears to be for the, well, I don't know now because he has a random longsword thrown in there. But he's got the Bilgewater Cutlass, so he could be going for a Gunblade. The Lever, Tarek, just had a couple of support items, but he doesn't matter. He must have quit after he had died 4 times. Love you too, kitty. That was my kitty cat talking to me. The Vladimir here is got some life drain and a nice stack of hit points there. Goodbye, Timo. I hardly knew you. Zxellar is let's see, double Dorans into a Rite of Ages, picking up Sork shoes, Zoni's hourglass, and it has a death cap. So I'm going to be, I've got 1,300 gold. I'm going to be selling those rings for the measly little 230 that they give, and picking up something useful. Trying to initiate on a running Jax is kind of hard when he's got his cooldowns up, because he can always leap away or bring up his invulnerability shield. This could be... Nope. The Circle of Death did not last long enough. Zxellar ran away before her ult could actually do the second part of the chain. And PutridCorpse eats the Annie alive. I don't know what she was thinking. Wasn't paying attention to everybody else who was backing out. We've got the AdderBearic on the Viger is got 1 Will of the Ancients, which is actually good for a team item. You know, AdderBearic maybe it could have gone just straight ability power. Anyway, I don't know about the Chain Vest. He might be attempting a Guardian Angel, which is kind of a crib item, you know, for people who don't want to be aggressive, want a little bit of defense. Alternatively, he might be going for a cooldown armor with Frozen Heart, which, you know, it's great. You know, a whole bunch of extra mana and cooldowns for a caster. However, he doesn't have a Void staff. He's got a Deathfire Grasp, and if he's using it, keeping it on cooldown, which it's not on cooldown right now, so he may have forgotten about its active. But if he's using it, then he might be getting his money's worth. But I would have thought that a Void Staff would have been a bit of a better choice there. The Teemo is, of course, doing on-hit, well, not quite on-hit Teemo, because he's picking up a Nashor's too. So he's going more of an AP rather than an on-hit Teemo. And Vladimir drops to the Zaxivi, who is still raging, but finally does die. The Ash Arrow misses everybody and just travels off into the sunset. So Zxellar leaves with her own black shield up. Anyway, this Teemo did pick up a Malady and a Blood Razor, which is partly a 2-hit build, but the Nashor's Tooth is partly an AP build. Berserker Greaves is good. You see, for an on-hit Teemo, I would suggest a Wit's End. Not just for the armor, but for the added damage. And the fact that it's fairly cheap. I wonder if lusifersx is actually playing. He's just standing there. You know, I can't actually see how many shrooms he has up. Wait, nope, there he goes. Just waiting for something to do, I suppose. Everybody says, target the Teemo, target the Teemo! Uh-oh! There goes the Teemo. And the Annie. Both the Yordles. Actually, I don't even know if Annie's a Yordle or just a child. She is Yordle size, though. Alright, if I was playing, I would be saying, okay guys, let's keep it together. We still outnumber them. They still have 2 turrets left. Let's just finish out our builds. Let's do some stuff right. numeric advantage nil. Uh-oh. Ooh, so many criticals! Yeah, the Black Shield won't help you against criticals, will it? Only helps you against spells. So, who's got gold? The blue team Tryndamere has finished his full build, and yet for some reason is not carrying around his potion glows. So, gee, I don't know why he's not just blowing it all on elixirs, but he's not blowing it all on elixirs. I also don't know if his build is proper for a complete max build. I mean, the Infinity Edge is great, but Last Whisper is great. I would think that you could drop the Ghost Blade. I mean, your Pursuit's not all that bad by itself because you got your spin to give you extra distance. But going for another Phantom Dancer? Now, he's probably at 100% crit anyways. But if he is at a 100% crit, then another Bloodthirster would be pretty good. Or possibly a... yeah, what are they going to do? He's just going to run back to the pool. He got targeted there for a second, but there's nobody anywhere close to him to take him down. So now one little Yordle and a Magician's going to try to keep a fed or a late game Jax from taking down the turret. Jax can just eat a turret. Okay, so blinding him is really cool. Ah! Way to go, nice shot at AdderBearic. But that blinding dart has really got to be reserved for the Jax and the whatchamacallit, the Criddle Sticks over here, the Tryndamere. So the gold is turned around. When I started recording, purple had a gold advantage, but they've kind of fallen apart. They've lost what they've been doing as a team, and they've given away a lot of kills just from being out of position and not being able to support each other. And I think that Ashe is probably going to be the easiest mark on anybody. That Ignite's not going to help. Yeah, and he took an arrow in the face. I think that's really funny. Here comes the Tryndamere for blue. Comes in and totally wrecks everybody. Now the Tryndamere for purple comes in, and the troll pool killed him. A little giggle out of Vladimir there. Well, this late game Jax, he's got it going on. He's got his Trinity Force and his Hextech Gunblade. Rage Blade's fine. Let's see. AdderBearic still hasn't changed his chain vesting, I think. And he has 23,000, so I don't know what he's waiting for. And this Teemo, I don't know. This Teemo doesn't have much farm at all, and doesn't have much gold at all. So I don't know what's holding this Teemo back. And Big Eyes Chicken is going to totally eat this tower. The impressive force of Jax there. Nope, you blinded the wrong guy. You see what he did? He blinded the Vladimir. That was next to useless. Vladimir's a spellcaster, so you don't blind Vladimir, you blind the Jax, the guy who's doing auto attacks. Where the darkness would actually make a difference. Well, can they keep their inhibs? 3 inhibs still for the purple team? They might be able to live. and blue just will wreck this Baron. Ta-da! Baron's done. Still trying to get away. A binding and a flash, and they do get away. Now they have the long 30-minute wait, or whatever it is. It's probably 3-minute wait. Long 3-minute wait for the Baron buff to wear off. Yordle takes an arrow to the face. Ooh, Black Shield gives him a whole lot of hit points temporarily. You're still really close to be trying to teleport. I would have speeded away instead of wasting all that time. Their Annie's on the top. I don't know what the Annie's doing up there, but just trying to keep the wave off of the inhibitor, I'm sure. If she does anything more, she's not thinking too well. And there goes the Annie. Apparently ran into the blue Tryndamere. So this could be it. This fully built blue team probably has a much higher cap. Teemo does super well in early and mid game, but this particular Teemo is not built for late game at all. What is that Teemo going for? They picked up a pickaxe. A pickaxe. I can't even think of what a pickaxe can build right now. Isn't he amazing, folks? Well, there's the surrender. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Oh, and you get the double explosion. So, here we go. Blue team wins in almost an hour. Big Eyes Chicken. PutridCorpse. This amazing Tryndamere. He did pick up more damage and dropped the Ghost Blade, which I thought was probably a good idea. Although I don't know. I don't know what he had, but yeah, double Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge altogether gives you 85% critical strike. So if you had dropped one Bloodthirster and instead had a second Infinity Edge, it would have made it 100% critical. Of course, I don't know what runes or masteries he has that would add critical. That would made it 100% critical, and although the unique ability doesn't stack, the attack damage is still 80 points, and the critical strike would make it 100%. So doubling your Infinity Edge is actually not a bad idea. This Ashe fed enough. I had a Trinity Force, which I don't really understand. On an Ashe, I just really don't get it. The Vladimir totally tanked out with hit points and wound up with a Lich Bane there, so his auto attack would do quite a nice chunk of damage. This Tryndamere had Spirit Visage, which I don't understand at all. If you're gonna go Magic Resist, you shouldn't care about the health percentage. If you're gonna go Magic Resist on a Tryndamere, I would expect you to go with maybe Force of Nature for the movement speed. Anyway, the Annie, I have no idea how fed that Tear the Goddess was, but it was really late for it to even get fed because it's here in the 5th slot. Unless you're like me and constantly organizing stuff, the Morgana was building all defense, but oh no, she did the Hourglass and was building a Negatron Cloak. So maybe an Abyssal Scepter, I guess, was coming up. And the Viger
You know, if you were using that Deathfire Grasp, if you kept getting your use out of it, I would have kept it. But if not, I would have had a Void Staff there in that place. In this Teemo, I would have gone Wits End first, but that's just me. Wits End, then Malady, and then whatever else that you really want. Anyway, let's King Tryndamere with 29 champion kills here. And the Viger down here, AdderBearic, had 16 kills for the Purple Tane. And 509,000 damage dealt by the Tryndamere is just absolutely ridiculous. And tanking that much damage is all because of the invulnerability. And let's see, gold earned, 25,000 gold. I would have been buying elixirs like crazy. So, blue team wins. Good job, blue team. So sorry, AdderBearic. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the show, folks.